Hey, I'm Hingers and welcome to Pocket. Today on the show, we're going to be diving into that mailbag to answer some of your questions. First up, news. Senior BioWare writer David Gator is leaving his role as lead writer on Dragon Age. On Twitter, Gator wrote, "I have decided to leave Dragon Age and move on to a new upcoming BioWare project." Gator's work included character dialogue, quests, and narratives across all 3 Dragon Age games.
You will resist. You will always resist. It matters not.
The new BioWare project is yet to be announced. Electronic Arts is closing down the main Maxis studio in Emeryville, California. The studio was the original Maxis HQ, developing the hugely popular The Sims franchise back in 2000. More recently, it has been responsible for producing SimCity and Spore. According to EA, the closure is part of a consolidation of Maxis' IP development, which will now continue in the remaining Maxis studios and throughout EA. The Game Developers Conference has spawned some more good news. On top of Unreal Engine 4 dropping all subscription costs earlier in the week, the new Unity 5 engine will also offer a free version. Not to be outdone, Valve announced its upcoming Source Engine 2, which is also free. And Microsoft joined the party by announcing the imminent release of the Xbox One SDK to successful ID at Xbox applicants. If you're a developer, let us know which engine or toolset looks the most appealing. And now, let's go into some questions. To the mailbag we go, and let's get straight into it with this very important question from Thunderchild19. Question: where do we submit questions? Well, there's a few ways to do that, Thunderchild19. You can leave a comment on any of our social medias, as you've clearly done already. You could send us an email to this address, or you could send snail mail to the following real-world post office box. Looking forward to reading your question soon. And now to Richard. Ahoy, good game! I was wondering if there is a way for people to watch your new daily show from outside Australia. I currently live in Los Angeles and enjoy both Good Game and Spawn Point, but can't find a way to watch your new program. Cheers, Rich. P.S. For what it's worth, some of us here at Naughty Dog really dig your show. Hey Rich, we do actually upload Pocket to YouTube, so that would probably be the easiest way for you to access it as you live outside of Australia. Of course, it occurred to us that if you can't actually watch the show, then you won't be able to see this now. So we sent you an email telling you that as well, but I guess if you have received that email, then you may very well be watching this now. Hi! And can I say, Rich, that we at Good Game really dig Naughty Dog games as well.
It's refreshing.
Moving on to this from Patrick. Hingers, you should give a rating to the games you play. Well, Patrick, we haven't been scoring games on Pocket because we typically don't spend enough time with them to give anything more than our first impressions. It wouldn't be right to put my scores alongside the scores of Barjo and Hex, who have spent hours playing and discussing the games they review.
Nobody puts Barjo in a letterbox.
Everything to your liking thus far?
Quite.
That said, I could come up with an alternative scoring method, or better yet, you all could. Send us some suggestions on how I should rate games. Next, this one from Edumacational Porpoise. In annoying pixie voice.
Listen, Hingers! Who is your favorite Nintendo character?
I think it's probably Waluigi. Yeah, Waluigi's great. Just on the surface, he's a very funny idea. Like, he's all gangly, and he walks like he's trying to sneak around, but he's too cumbersome to be effective. You know, Waluigi, he's like the evil version of a brother of the main hero. Like, he is so many degrees removed from actual relevancy. But that does give the devs an excuse to get all weird and niche with his character. Like, he's all about self-pity. He thinks everyone else is undeservedly doing better than he is, and he's full of, like, petty resentment and greed. And also, in Mario Power Tennis, his special power is this. That is awesome. Waluigi is ridiculous. Alright, time for just one more, and it's from The Annoyed Gamer. Here's a very annoying question. I'm confused that Lionhead Studios released the first Fable game on PC and the rest on Xbox. Can you please answer? I'm very confused and I don't own an Xbox, so you can see why I'm upset. I'm sorry this has left you annoyed. Let's try and clear this up, starting with the first Fable game, which has had quite the journey of its own. Fable was released as an original Xbox exclusive in 2004. However, an extended edition, Fable The Lost Chapters, came out the following year for Xbox and PC. To celebrate its 10-year anniversary, an HD re-release, appropriately called Fable Anniversary, came out for PC in 2014. So that's probably the version you've played. This brings us to Fable 2, which was released in 2008 as an Xbox 360 exclusive. Annoyingly, it hasn't been re-released or ported to PC, which means that at this point, there's no way for you to play it on your preferred platform. Fable 3 is the most complicated mess of them all. Fable 3 was released for PC through Games for Windows Live and Steam in 2011. However, since the closure of Games for Windows Live, the game could no longer generate product keys, and therefore couldn't be purchased through either of those digital platforms. If you already own the game, you can still download it and play it, but for those coming in fresh, you're out of luck.
This is my Albion. Its people will do as I say, or they will die.
So yeah, it's all quite complex, and we agree, very annoying. Sorry we can't help you play the sequels on PC, but at least now you know why you can't. That's it for this week. Keep those questions coming in. Until tomorrow, Hingers out!